We're back, and I am a shell of who I was 30 minutes ago. I am defeated. And I gotta say, I watched the video back from a second ago, and my eye looks worse than I could have ever imagined. Let me get this out of the frame. Was it in there? Boy, oh boy, did producer Sam lay a hot, stinky dump on our whole operation here. I'm going to pose a question, answer it in the chat, if you will. If you're rolling around with a computer that is soon to be streaming live footage for 70 people, is that how many we had? 70 people? Would you pack a charger in your bag? Just a question. It doesn't relate to anything that happened here moments ago. Um, But I just wanted to pose the question because it seemed obvious to me. And I feel like if I was ever in that situation where I was, you know, producing a show in which uh, the man with the plan cam was on, I would have brought maybe a charger. McCurley says yes. McCurley says yes. The main sponsor of this show, actually, even so. McCurley, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to witness that as our premier sponsor. I'm sorry. Uh, no guts, no glory, says Eric. I believe it. Sam did go to Walmart and buy another charger, so I guess kudos for that. But I would like to remove his silent applause that I prompted earlier in the last show. Um, and McCurley encourages you with all good though. Everyone makes mistakes. So that was sweet. That was sweet. Week 2, little rusty. Yeah, everyone needs to remember this is technically week 1 for us. It's week 1 for the players. It's week 1 for us. Utah currently not. Um, Utah's not covering right now, so we need Utah to get heated up a little bit as there's a pass to no one from. I can't even remember this guy's name now. That's starting for Utah. But hey, we got 16 back in here, baby. All right, so we're back rolling. Hey, if you were in here on the last one, just know, just know that it was electric at the start. And if we get 50 people in here, Sam will let me slap him on camera. So share this with your friends. God, that would be a slap. That would be honestly a closed fist slap from your boy if I got a chance to slap Sam right now. If I'm being brutally honest. You heard Logan Hogan, the Blank Checks unreleased song to start the show. So if you want to go check out the other one, we had the recap of last week on it. We also had the record. We went 57% last week. So we're not running on all cylinders, okay? But cylinders are running nonetheless. Nonetheless, Utah is driving right now, so I'm a fan of that. Let's check on Nebraska while we're still getting people trickling in here. While you're at it, hey, phone lines open. Phone lines open, and I promise we'll answer this time. Whoever was calling last time before it just completely died, let us know. So we also learned that is a fatal flaw to any production, as one computer running the entire operation. Um, that's tough. Get the chalk and mouth guard ready for that slap. You're not lying, Eric. You are not lying. Dana White is going to sign me to the slap league after that slap. Jay Green's on Florida. Easy, easy. Don't ride against the Cashin crew. I think we're all on the Utes tonight. I don't know though. They're not covering right now though. Let me text my other coworker here. Call in. Number is 769-241-0777. Give us some picks. Give us some picks. That's what we need on this show. We need winners. I've got 10 picks for you coming up here shortly. And it's going to be nothing but cash and fuel. Hey, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Man, what a terrible way to convince you to do that by going black screen on the last one. But hey, it is what it is. And we're back now. So 30-minute delay, never hurt anybody. You were basically standing in line to watch Cashin with Cam at Disney World. Not a great analogy, I must say. And my eye looks terrible. And I apologize. And this light is not doing it any favors, I gotta say. Also, I was blood red mad at Sam 15 minutes ago. So that probably hasn't reduced at all. Sam fumbled the bag. Yeah. He did. All right, we'll stop talking about how terrible Sam is. I am asking for the money I've paid him back, and I'm going to go ahead and charge interest on that. So, but hey, if he wants to make it back, he can always take our bets here on Cashin with Cam and get it right back because we're cashing. Sam, let's get into week one here. Like I said, we're rolling with the Utes live right now, and we're also rolling with the Huskers, the Cornhuskers right now in Nebraska. They are yet to score, it looks like, but they are covering at +7. It is 0-3 right now. So just a riveting game that no one is tuned on. Wait, Utah scored? Let's go. It's at commercial right now. What'd I miss? 14-3. We're covering tonight, boys. We're covering tonight. Phone lines open 769-241-0777. Sam, hit us up with that first week one graphic. Hey, share this. Share this with your friends right now. We need some more folks in here. We had like 30-something people in here earlier, and it was lit. It was lit. As we get our first phone call here. And if Sam fumbles this, I don't know what I'll do. I personally think of myself as a man of faith, and there goes a drive by Nick Castellanos into deep left field. Sam, it didn't ring. Oh, is it on? Call back. Whoever called, call back. Man, how did week one go better than this? How did week 0 go better than this? Some are asking. I know myself. I'm asking. All right. You see it on the screen there? Call back. Whoever called. We want to hear from you. Colorado. TCU. What we're all wondering about. Is Coach Prime going to get this team remotely competitive in his first year? What says you? I'm not sure how many of these transfers are going to come in and pay off for Prime. Obviously, his son is starting at quarterback. His other son is starting at corner. I looked at their roster after that ESPN. I looked at their roster after that ESPN personality said they had a worse roster than UMass, who I referenced in the last episode. Had it not cut off, it would be a contingent thing that you could hear if you played back this episode. I looked at the roster. They don't have an offensive line, Colorado, as far as I could tell. As we get a call. You're on Cashin with Cam. Who we got?
Cam, it's Eric.
Eric, what's up?
I got picks. We ready to ride?
Give me all the picks. This is Eric calling from
Pittsburgh.
the Berg, a Steelers fan, if you may.
Any pit lines because they're playing FCS Wofford this week, so fit. But we're riding money line.
Money line on Pitt?
Probably minus 10,000, but we're riding.
Let's go. All right, that's a lock.
All right, I got 2 upset picks to start us off.
Okay.
We're going Hawaii +3. They're at home versus Stanford.
You might see that later on. I love that.
So I like it because Stanford's got a new coach. That's a long travel to make, and Hawaii's already. I think they already kind of had a warm up earlier last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, played well against Vandy. Underdog of the week last week for me.
Yeah. So they're ready to roll. +3, I'll take that.
I like it. What's the other one?
Next one we got is South Carolina +2.5.
Oh no, Sam, you're about to lose your job here tonight. What was that, Eric?
Cincy at home.
Cincy at home?
No. South Carolina at home versus UNC.
South Carolina. Oh, okay. So we're actually going against. Well, no, I actually don't have UNC. I've got the over. I want to see that Spencer Rattler spiral and the Drake May spiral score 40 points apiece.
I think it will, and I got +2.5 on South Carolina because I don't trust UNC's defense. So it'll be a shootout and it'll be close. Next one I got, we got Penn State -20.5 at home against WVU.
Oh, you're out on the Mountaineers.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna hold up. Penn State's toting a talented roster, and they're gonna let their new quarterback let it fly. Got something to prove.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think of that game because 20 is such a weird line. Or isn't it like 20.5?
20.5 is what I got it at.
Yeah, I mean 3 touchdowns is tough, but WVU didn't cover a lot of games last year. And you might have convinced me. I might add it to my board.
I think what's his name? Drew Aller, however you say it, Penn State's new quarterback. He's much better than what's his face that was throwing the ball for him last year. Like even in the couple of drives where he would come in, he outshined the senior. So I think he's got something brewing this year for Penn State.
Okay, I like it. James Franklin. Is this the year he takes down Ohio State and Michigan?
Probably not, but
Okay. A lot of faith in Penn State from Eric. I like the geographical picks with the Pitt money line and the Penn State -20.5. And yeah, Hawaii. We're rolling with Hawaii. I think this might be a Hawaii podcast.
We're the fan club.
Let's go. Thanks, Eric. Man, I talk to Eric every day. He does a lot of research, I gotta say. Most of my picks are from right here and right here. And Eric's always got a tidbit. I must say. Good stuff from Eric. I don't know about South Carolina. You know, I hate Spencer Rattler. I don't know how many of you watched QB1, but Spencer Rattler is a chotch. He's a chotch, and there's no way around that. Wow, quarterback for Florida is trash. He is really bad. So let's move on to this Colorado TCU game. I saw where Jacob, you got the Buffs +20.5. I was kind of leaning that way, to be honest, but I wanted to stay away from the line because just put the 401k on Pitt this week. Let's go. -1,000. That'll pay off what, $5-10. Hey, nothing wrong with a guaranteed 10 bones, I must say. But this game is weird to me because we don't know what Colorado's got in the tank yet. 20.5 is a weird line. I think Vegas knows something we don't know, but TCU lost 8 starters, mostly on offense. And obviously Max is not there anymore. He did just get cut by the Chargers, which is sad. I was a big fan of Max, but he is no longer a Frog and no longer a Charger, so maybe he'll land somewhere. But I'm going to go under. I'm going to go under on this game. Like I said earlier, I don't think Colorado has an offensive line. I think Shadur might be shitting his pants. Is that a good one? Good line? I think he might be. I think it might be Sac City for Shadur this weekend. And TCU has some athletes on defense always. So I think TCU is going to struggle to get it going offensively, missing what they're missing. And then obviously Colorado, they've got to be working out the kinks early on this year, I would think. 64 is a pretty high number, and I just don't see it getting to 64, so I'm going to go under there, and we can move on to the next one, Sam. Not a lot of huge games this week, a lot of really big lines. And thanks, Luke. Yeah, that's how mics work. When you move away, it gets quieter. When you move forward, it gets a little louder, so I appreciate that. Got a call coming in. It's not working like last week, but it's working. Yeah. Who we got? Is this Dean? And Sam has dropped the call. And I just don't know what to do at this point. I thought I was bringing in somebody with knowledge, somebody with some would question his character at this point. Oh, here's Dean. God. Dean, what's up? Oh, this is amazing. All right, Dean, what's up?
Nothing much. God, Jesus, Sam. I just wanted to go over my card real quick for the Saturday slate. If this crashes, no worries.
All right, we're planning on not crashing this go around, so give it to us, Dean.
Okay. And you can please fill in how you feel about these. Tennessee, minus 28.
I thought about it.
I mean, when you're coming in that high, I mean, they're playing Virginia. Virginia hasn't had anything really going for them in a while. And I think the spread, I mean, they're coming off a pretty big high last year. Coastal Carolina, UCLA, under 66. Nothing much is going to happen there.
Is it at UCLA?
It is at UCLA.
Is it dark into the night? Is it the 9 p.m.?
Kickoff is at 9:30 p.m.
I kind of like UCLA to score 1 million points.
Well, I want UCLA to win, but under just kind of like the card in general, do I think they're going to run up the score being like a good, I mean, they're not air raid per se, but they can throw. They're not going to get 66, or in accumulation. Alabama, minus 39, I have it. I mean, they're $1 million. That's just easy money. Colorado plus 20.5.
Okay, people are riding.
Coach Brown's coming in hot.
Okay, I kind of like it. I'm scared of it, but I'm gonna roll with the under on that game. 64.
Too many points.
Too many points.
Over East Carolina and Michigan.
Oh.
That's gonna be a shootout.
Okay. I like that.
I know. It's a hot take, but hey, here we are.
Hey, I'm on ECU.
And
that's coming up later.
Hey, Rankin County alumni, Cannon Gibbs, and ECU alumni.
All right.
So,
well,
hey, there's that.
We don't have to get into their coaching stuff.
I don't know. I really don't care. Let's see. And then Louisville, minus 7.5.
Oh.
But then I don't know. I've always liked Louisville. Personally.
They don't have Cunningham this year. He was like Lamar 1.0.
Didn't he get picked up by the Patriots?
He is. He's on a roster which the Patriots now only have one quarterback on the roster, which is Mac Jones. But,
He's going to be a Taysom Hill character, I think, for them, personally.
Oh, okay. I like that take.
I mean, it is, yeah. And then for Sunday, LSU minus 2.
Hey, let's go. Yep.
Because I really do think it's going to be a field goal difference, but 2 is just too good. Like, sorry for the pun, but it's too good to be that low. And then going EPL, 3 tip pick parlay
EPL.
With.
Okay. Who you got? West Ham?
No,
Oh.
I'm not really a West Ham handler. But we are going to go with Arsenal and I'm sorry,
Don't fumble around.
Man
What is it?
United, Manchester United, and Chelsea. Money
Arsenal,
line.
Man U, and Chelsea. Wow, you really
No, I didn't mean to
dug
say
deep
Arsenal.
to pick those three teams to win in the EPL this weekend.
Just those two picks, not Arsenal. Just
All right.
Man U and Chelsea.
Well, I'm sure it'll win, Dean. I'm sure the odds are like minus 500 for those three teams to win, but hey, I appreciate it.
Chelsea's, I think,
All right.
right
Hang
at.
up, Sam. Thanks, Dean. All right. Love Dean. Couldn't get into the weeds with him on that. But who do the Hammers have this weekend, Sam? Aren't you a Hammers fan now? Where are all my EPL heads at? Oh yeah, Sam. We play. Yeah, West Ham and Luton Town. If West Ham beats Luton Town by 2 goals, we will slap. I will slap Sam. I'll slap Sam into another broadcast if I have to. We got 13 right now. Sam lowered it to 20. So if we get 20 people in here, I'm slapping Sam to death. You might see a murder. But I like Dean's picks. I don't think the UCLA game will be low scoring. I feel like Chip Kelly always, and it is Chip Kelly this time for Haggerty if he's watching. I think Chip Kelly always just brings out everything in week 1. I think we see it all week 1. So appreciate the love, Logan. Hag says go Tigers or Tigs if you read that correctly. Not trying to be politically incorrect here. T-Bake says Matt Corral's a Patriot as of like 4 hours ago. Okay, thanks for the update, Ty Schefter. And Eric says soccer picks a foreign language to me. Aren't we all in that same boat sometimes, Eric? If we were doing tennis picks on here, which, hey, if this blows up, I'm betting everything. I'm betting table tennis at that point. So, if we get some more folks in here, you might see it. We're still riding with Utah. Here's a Utah update for everyone. Drop pass right in between the numbers. We got about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Utah is currently covering. It's 14-3, and we're riding pretty good with Utah right now. Let's check on Nebraska. Anybody else riding Nebraska with me tonight? The Huskers, the Fighting Matt Rules. They're about to score. Let's go. ABSCTE. He does. And there's no doubt about that, Logan. There is no doubt about that at all. Let's roll into the other game, Sam. Man, we're on a tear tonight. There's comments, there's calls. We had a whole 20-minute show earlier that is in the archives. If you want to go watch it, it's there. Utah goes up 17-3. Cash. God, I can't wait to put that on my record. I can't wait. All right, Eric mentioned this game earlier. UNC and South Carolina. As you remember from last week, I picked UNC to win the ACC. A contentious pick, to say the least. But, I love Drake May. I love Mac Brown. And I think they could do it. I hate Clemson. Dabo is a scrub, to say the least. And I don't know who their quarterback is this year, to be honest. I truly don't. But I love UNC, and I really think South Carolina is going to be decent this year. I think they'll probably win 8 games. So I'm going to go over 64.5. I think it's going to be 35-30. Right at it, baby. 65 points. And Garrett, you missed last week. You can't comment on the you can't comment on the futures last week. We went from 17 to 11 so fast after Bake said to watch the cheek. Yeah, UNC's defense is trash. That is why we're going over here. They were I remember last week, week 1, they played Appalachian State, and it was a barn burner. It was a barn burner, to say the least. So, I think this is probably an easy cover. I don't know if we're even going to sweat this one at 64.5. I could easily see it getting into the 40s for one team. I like it. Eric had plus 2.5 for SC at home, and I don't hate that. Obviously, I would like for UNC to win this game, just based on my future from last week. But Eric does make a strong point. UNC does have to go through Pitt for the ACC title. I should have factored that in when I was making that pick, so that's on me. And you know, it is what it is. But and then Pitt has to go through FSU for the title. Jacob makes a strong point as well. It's hard to argue with these guys about the ACC. ACC is sneaky competitive this year, in my opinion. A lot of toss-up games on the schedule. There's always that random Syracuse weekend where Syracuse beats somebody that they weren't supposed to beat, and I hope it's Clemson. I don't even know if they're on Clemson's schedule, but I hope it is. You can roll to the next one, Sam. But yeah, over 64.5 to me is easy money in this game. I don't like the spread. If it was like, I honestly don't know how to call it either. So that's on me. I don't even know who wins this game, to be honest. Phone lines are chilly. They're cold. They're freezing. Call 769-241-0777. I got someone calling my cell right now. I can't answer, Justin. You gotta call the Cashin number. You gotta call the Cashin number, okay? I don't think we can make it work with you just calling my cell phone. So call the number on the screen, give us some picks, and Tanner makes a good okay, Tanner texts me. It is not at South Carolina, it is in Charleston. So I guess a neutral site for the Carolinas. Which makes me like UNC. It makes me like UNC. I don't know, Eric. Makes me like UNC. Yeah, I know, Matt. He called my cell. I don't think we can get that to work. So, a real shame. If we can't get the stream to work just as itself, I don't think we're getting a call straight to my cell phone to work. Next game, Clemson and Duke. I've already declared myself a Dabo hater, and that does stand true here. As we get a call coming in here. You're on Cashin.
Call from.
You're on Cashin.
What's going on, Cashin with Cam?
What's up? Who we got?
Hey, man, this is Justin. Justin from calling from Tupelo, Mississippi.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk about this guy Boudreaux.
Yeah.
Man, I really just want to. Alabama's going to put a butt whooping on them this year. I hope he's listening. It's gonna. Hey, the West is completely locked down. Roll Tide. I just want him to know that. That's all I want him to know.
A little Boudreaux beef. I like it.
Exactly. Hey, they're going 12-0 this year. We're going to be probably 15-0, winning the national championship. And Nick Saban is not done after this year, so he can look forward to many, many more years of LSU butt whoopings.
Boudreaux did say he was scared of Mr. Saban. He said it.
And he's got a reason to be.
Roll Tide.
He better be. He better be shaking his boots right now.
I got one question for you, Justin.
Come on with it.
Do you give a piss about anything but the Tide?
I don't. I don't.
You heard it here first.
I never have and never will.
Never will. You heard it. Thanks, Justin. Boudreaux, where's your response at?
Boudreaux.
All right. Justin called in. What a guy. So, yeah, a little Boudreaux Guidry call out there. I wonder if Boudreaux has the stones to call in tonight. I guess we'll see as we are about to roll into that game. I've got Clemson minus 13 in this game. Talking in the office this week, I know a lot of people are on Duke because they don't believe in Clemson. I think this is a show-me game for Dabo and Clemson. They haven't been as good in recent years. I think they still finished with like 9 or 10 wins last year. So, they're not really down. DJ is gone. I forget who DJ is quarterbacking for this year. Look up DJ Wanahakalugi. I don't know how to spell his last name. DJ quarterback. DJ, who's he play for? This Oregon State Beavers, who are ranked. Oregon State is ranked this year, so there's that. I don't know if DJ is going to play any better for them. Nebraska picked inside the 10. Jacob, that is terrible news. Jeez. That's tough. Haggerty doesn't like the West Ham talk. Number 1 in the table, Hag. Number 1 in the table. Move on, Sam. -13. I've got Clemson -13. It's a tough one to call. It is. I don't like the line at all, but I could see it being 17-point dub for Dabo. Again, I hate Dabo. I hate him just as much as you. He's lame. Okay? He's lame. But I'm going to roll with Clemson there. Too many athletes for Duke. There's a reason they're a basketball school. And here it is. Here's the big one. We need Roll Tide Willie to call in. We certainly do, Bake. We certainly do. That would be wild. That would be wild. LSU, Florida State in Orlando. Hurricane force winds. The over-under is 58. Everyone remembers last year's game. LSU misses an extra point to lose. That's right, Haggerty. That was an L last year. Hate to see that. Hope to not see it again this year because I do have the Tigers -2.5. Neutral site, technically. We got a call coming in. I wonder who it might be. You're on Cashin.
Oh, Mr. Cam, you already know who it is. It's the Tiger King himself, Boudreaux Guidry, my boy.
Boudreaux's back. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. I hear Justin over there in Tupelo running his guns a lot more.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to call in and respond. He was really going after the Tigers. He knew you were scared of Mr. Saban, like you said last week.
Listen, there's a difference in fear and respect, my boy. I'm not scared of Mr. Saban. I just respect his game.
Okay. That's fair.
Okay? And I definitely ain't scared of Justin. Tell him he can come down to the bayou anytime.
Yeah, I was wondering if you had any reception down there in the bayou. You've been gator hunting all day?
It's a little rough down here, boy. Yeah, we've been gator hunting a little bit, you know.
Yeah, you tuning into the game Sunday? I assume you're going to have your whole family there, kin and cousins and all.
Absolutely. I already got my satellite dish pointed directly east so I can pick up that good perception.
Yeah, so what's your score prediction for this Sunday?
Oh boy, I've been thinking about this all week. I think it's going to be a 33-0 blowout.
33-0, no points for the Noles.
No, there's 0 points for the Seminoles. Listen, they worry about hurricanes right now. They need to be worried about a Bayou Bengal coming through the backfield, let me tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I hear LSU fans are setting up shop in Orlando right now, ready to take over Camping World.
Yes, sir. Half my family already made their way to Orlando.
Yeah, what's your family doing in Orlando? Anything fun?
Oh, we got to visit Disney, Go visit where that boy got eaten by that crocodilian.
Yeah, you would have taken that croc out, huh?
Oh, no doubt. Our kids are trained early on about the crocodile.
So, with the hurricane coming in to Florida, do you think that'll have any effect on the game?
No, sir. LSU, we play in hurricanes all the time. This is not a big – a little rain ain't going to hurt nobody.
Little ball security issue maybe for your boy Jaden?
I don't think so. I think we're going to do just all right. I think we're going to do fine. I think we're going to stomp them Seminoles into the ground, Show that their ranking is a little bit early.
They're
number
overrated,
9 they is. Yeah, number 9.
Number 8.
And number 8. And they're going to disrespect us at number 5. We should be number 2, right below Alabama.
So another Alabama chirp. I mean, you're still not putting yourself above Alabama?
I told you I respect Saban when he gets that fire under his ass.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Yes,
So
sir.
you and the family, are you guys big tailgaters?
Oh yes, sir. Always cooking them champignons out there.
The champions, little etouffee.
We do an etouffee. We will. We do a gumbo pot every now and again.
What's your signature dish, Boudreaux?
Oh, my signature dish is that fried sac-a-lait.
What is that?
Yeah, a fried sac-a-lait, the fish. Come on now.
Okay, okay. Everyone knows. Everyone knew that. Sorry. Well, all right, Boudreaux, you've got haters now. How does it feel?
Oh, it's a tough life to be the Tiger King, you know.
We'll make a documentary about you someday.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. King of the jungle, baby. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. That was Boudreaux. Really tried to dive into his story there for us. Just a mystery man. And I still don't know what he was saying. His signature dish was a chapoulet?
A sack of filet.
Oh, sack of filet? Okay. Maybe that's what he said. I don't know. Haggerty, you speak Cajun. Maybe you could weigh in on it. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said. Let's give the rest of the picks here, Sam. As now the light has died. I wonder if I'm about to just go pitch black. Am I pitch black? It's a little dark. Why don't you hit that? Let's turn back in. Pull the thing. Back into Cheez-It mode here. I look like Larry the tomato. Or was he the cucumber? Who's the tomato on VeggieTales? Oh, I'm out of focus, Sam. I'm out of focus. Is it back in focus? I look like a locked character on a video game. There's what could go wrong did go wrong tonight, folks. I must say. It looks like I'm good now. This is awesome. You gotta love a DIY project here. Gotta love that. Let's roll into the rest of the picks. Bob, thanks, Jacob. Bob the tomato. That is very, very accurate as to what I'm gonna look like in this lighting, and that's okay because the previous lighting had my eye looking astronomically bad. So been trying to wear the specs, been trying to work it out on my end, but it's tough. Hey, if you're gonna call in, now's the time. I think we're about to wrap up here after these picks. As you see them rolling in here, Utah -4.5. We are rolling with that right now, and it is currently 17-3 at half. So feeling pretty good about that one. And then Nebraska is down 0-3 at half. So a riveting game there in the Big Ten. But hey, if it covers at +7. Eric mentioned it earlier, Hawaii. We are a Hawaii podcast at this point in time. +3.5 at home, Maui revenge game. Okay, if you thought last week was the revenge game, I'm calling my shot this week at home. It's going to be a ruckus atmosphere on the island. Give me Hawaii. Give me Hawaii +3.5 against a Stanford team with no identity. Their coach leaves. They weren't good last year. They could not stop a nosebleed last year on defense. I think that carries over into this year. Hawaii put up 31 points. Let me look at last week. Don't leave. Stay. This is good radio. 28 points against Vandy. That is an SEC team. All right, the worst SEC team, but an SEC team nonetheless. And then I'm rolling with the under 64 on Colorado versus TCU. Go ahead and roll that underdog graphic, Sammy. Our great sponsor, Lawn Dogs of Brandon, is sponsoring the underdog of the week. Once again, we're 1-0 in underdogs of the week thus far this season. And I've got to give a shout out to my boy, Matt McCurley. You've seen him in the chat. You saw the light ring earlier that worked amazingly before it went out. We got a call coming in. You're on Cashin.
Hey, is this a Paul Feinbaum show?
Yes, this is him. I'm
Oh,
bald,
all right.
and I do have eyebrows.
Paul. Look, Paul, don't disrespect the Tide, Paul.
Okay.
Don't disrespect the Tide. You let Boudreaux come on your show and talk all that noise about how LSU's so good and how the Tide isn't, and you don't love the Tide. We have Nick Saban, dog. Tide are gonna roll national championship Tide.
Okay. Is that it? Roll Tide. Okay. He's just laughing. All right. Well, that was, the Tide's going to be good this year. I like them. I think they're going to have trouble at quarterback, as they have in other years when they've won the national championship. So can't really say anything other than we'll see. I think if LSU holds on this year throughout their schedule, they get to, I believe it's in Tuscaloosa this year. If they get to that game, it's going to be the biggest game of the year, in my opinion, in the SEC West. So that'll be a fun one when that rolls around. I want to say it's late October, early November. I can't really remember at this point, but underdog of the week, Lawn Dogs of Brandon. Give them a call. Get the grass cut. I know it's dead, but if you've been sprinkling, if you've been fertilizing, you need your grass cut. You need your hedges hedged, and you need your leaves disappeared as we go forward into the fall. I've already got leaves down. I might be giving them a call not too long from now. Get your pine straw sorted out. I know you don't have it sorted. Give him a call. Sam, what's that number for Lawn Dogs? It's already gone. 601 573 0117. Lawn Dogs of Brandon. They hooked us up with these headphones that I'm not using because our thing doesn't work. And they hooked us up with the light that has since gone out, and none of that is due to them. McCurley, let's go. That's the esteemed owner of Lawn Dogs chiming in there. You say underdog, I say lock. Plus 25. Iowa over 2 touchdowns is almost a guaranteed lock. They've never scored at a rate that would have me believe that they're beating a team by 25 points. I know last year I took a couple of their unders at like 30 points, which were like the lowest unders in history or something like that last year. Get them off plus 25. I mean that is a crazy line to me for Iowa. Utah State, don't know anything about them. I'm going to be honest. A little scrappy last year. I think they played A&M a little tight. Maybe. You tell me. But I just, plus 25 for Iowa to me is always a lock. ECU, Dean had ECU plus 36 and a half. I'm rolling with the Pirates as well. I think they're going to be scrappy. And or Dean might have the over. I don't know. But I think they're going to be scrappy in this game against Michigan. Michigan is Harbaugh'less. No khakis on the sideline. We got 22 watching, Sam. Do I slap you? Do I slap Sam? Sound off in the comments if I slap Sam right now. We said 50 originally, and now we're at 20. Sam had dropped it down to 20 on his own accord. So I don't know. We're back down to 19, but I don't know, Sam. It might be your time. Okay, we'll get through the picks before we slap Sam. So yeah, ECU plus 36 and a half. UNC versus South Carolina. We already said over 64. I like that. With the back and forth, I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be a shootout between those two teams. Drake May, Spencer Rattler throwing it around the yard. And then we said it, man. LSU minus 2.5. I'm rolling with Boudreaux's Tigers. I think it's going to be a fun game. Last year's was a lot of fun. I know my boy Jacob Lord is not going to enjoy that pick very much, but you got to do what you got to do. And then, like I said, Clemson minus 13. Bake, I know you're rolling with Duke in that one. It's kind of a toss-up line for me. I could see Duke covering, but I like Clemson minus 13. We got a call? No call. Everyone's saying slap, Sam. No one is on your side, I must say. He's saying we can do it. He's regrettably saying we can do it. I don't know. I have to pee. I have to pee. So we're about to wrap it up anyway. I honestly might slap the piss out of myself if we do this. But I guess we have to do it. I mean, if it's for the people. Okay. Well, you see it. We're sweating Utah and Nebraska right now. Sammy slaps. McCurley called you Sammy fumbles earlier, which had to hurt. We've got Hawaii plus 3.5, Colorado TCU under 64, Utah State plus 25, ECU plus 36.5, UNC South Carolina over 64, LSU minus 2.5, Clemson minus 13, and that's my slate. That's 10 games to cash on. Okay, you put 10 on each, you come out with a hundo. You put 20 on each, you come out with 2 hundo, and then you're cashing. Okay. Hey, it costs you no money to like and subscribe to this podcast. If you'd like to sponsor, even though it has been an absolute shit show today, I would encourage you to sponsor the show. Let me know. I don't think Matt McCurley regrets his decision. I don't think Lawn Dogs is about to cancel it. So we'll see. If they do, it's all on Sammy, and he owes me money. So I guess we're going to get into the slap now. If you want to tell people to tune in, I'm about to slap this guy. I'm about to slap him here on air. We've only got 9 watching right now. So, and for those that don't know Sam, he is an interesting looking guy. He's got a mullet. He's got a stash. He's got a hoodie on right now, so you can't see his plethora of tattoos. But there they are. But he is certainly different than me. Matt McCurley is in it for the long haul. That's what I like to hear. Sam is next to me right now. We're about 49 minutes in. And I guess I got to slap him. I guess I have to slap him. I guess chime in, left hand or right hand. Which one does he get? Does he get the Smith or does he get the Wesson? Let me know in the comments. I really want him to sweat this out. This is, so for those that don't know, this is what happens when you sign up to be a producer for a show, and don't bring a computer charger to an event that requires a computer charger. And Spencer he has eyebrows.
I do have some thick eyebrows.
He does. And that was an obvious statement. Front hand, then backhand, a double slap from McCurley. He's our sponsor.
He gets what he
A
wants.
front hand and backhand slap. Now I am sitting, so this isn't going to be the most forceful slap of all time. I can't slap you with your glasses on. Yeah, you got to take the specs off. Also with the ear pierced, and we learned something about the right ear last weekend. You can Google that if you'd like. It's not
They
really.
told me the wrong ear.
They told Sam the wrong ear when getting his ear pierced at Claire's. So, hey, like this video. I'm about to slap a person on it. So, and the sponsor has spoken. Front hand, backhand, says Matt McCurley, and now we do it. Front hand first, so. All right.
One more for good measure.
All right. I'm going to watch this replay. I want to see it. I wish we could slow-mo it. I think you might have gotten out of the frame when I slapped you. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see it, Sam. Oh, the second one had some speed to it. The second one had some... Oh, and the last one. Those were actually pretty firm slaps. I'm kind of proud of myself for that one. And the thumbs up at the end from Sam. That's good. That's good. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. This was Cashin with Cam week 2. We had a 2.1 and a 2.2. And yes, McCurley, I do hope he learned his lesson. I'm with you on that. please like the part 1. Please like the part 2. Subscribe to the podcast. We're almost to 20 subscribers. I think we had like 30 people in the last one before Sam absolutely trickled down his leg. So that's the last we'll ever talk about it, though. Next week's a new week. Hey, I think I will have a child next week by the time you see me. So I don't know how that's going to work. I do not know how we're going to make that happen. It might be a delivery room pod. I don't know. I don't think we can get Sam in there. You saw him. I don't know if he's allowed in the delivery room, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know, but we're in it together. Cash and crew, we're out. Sam.